Hi everyone, I filmed a get ready with me today. This is my first get ready with me video that I've ever done. Obviously it's the only one you guys will see on my channel so far, but I really liked it. I thought it was really cool, really fun to do. I just figured I would do it today since we are going out to dinner. It's my dad's birthday today. We're just gonna go out. We're going to church. We always go to church on Saturdays. Actually, yeah, it's Saturday today. So we're going to that, and then we're going to dinner after, and then just probably hang out after and do like cake and gifts and things like that. So I figured since I'm gonna get all dressed up, I might as well film it for you guys. I did try something new today though. I tried in the video, I used the Urban Decay All-Nighter Liquid Foundation. It's my first time using it, so I figured why not use it for this video. I actually do really like it. Like looking in the mirror, I feel like it's set really nice. I think it's supposed to be a matte finish. It says it's a matte finish, but I don't feel like it's too like drying. Like it's not like a dry matte. Like my face still feels like skin and it feels like very moisturized still. But I don't know, that probably could have to do with the fact that I use like my primer water and my Too Faced, like my Hangover RX primer and things like that. But it does set really nice, so I really like it so far. Probably will do a video on that, like a review, full-on review of that. So let me know if you guys do want to see that. I really enjoyed filming a get ready with me. It was my first time doing a get ready with me video, so I hope you guys like it. Comment below or let me know what other videos you guys like, or if you like these get ready with me's and if you guys want to see more of them. I really liked it, so I think I will be doing more of them, but I would like to know what you guys think. So if you guys have any suggestions, just let me know. And we'll go ahead and let the video play for you guys. Subscribe if you haven't already. Thumbs the video up if you like it, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.
To get started, I went ahead and primed my face with my Too Faced Hangover RX primer, and then I'm going to spritz my face with the Smashbox primer water and just get that all over. This just really helps replenish and moisturize the skin. For foundation, today I'm trying the Urban Decay All-Nighter Matte Finish Foundation. I'm in the shade 4.0, so I'm just going to dab that all over the skin, and then I will go ahead and blend it in with a beauty blender. And I like to go ahead and spritz my beauty blender with some of that primer water just to make sure that it's still damp, and I feel like it kind of helps with the makeup too and the way that it sets. Next, for my conceal and highlight, I'm going to use the Kat Von D Lock-It Concealer, the cream concealer. I believe I'm in the light 7 in this one, but I'm just going to apply it to the areas that I want to conceal and highlight. So underneath the eyes, bridge of my nose, forehead, on my chin, and just in those areas. For my contour, I'm going to use my Cover FX concealer and foundation stick. I'm in the color G70, and I'm just using this to contour my jawline, my cheekbones, and around my forehead. And I'm also going to contour my nose a bit with this. And then you're just going to want to blend that in with your beauty blender, again a damp beauty blender. I'm just going to blend out, I like to blend out my highlight first, and then I go in later and I blend in my contour. To set all those areas that we just concealed and highlighted, I'm going to use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Contour Kit. The only shade I really use from this palette is that banana shade powder, just to, like I said, set those areas. I set underneath my eyes, and then I use whatever's left on the brush and set my forehead, my nose, and around my mouth. I like to bank underneath my eyes, so I use the Laura Mercier translucent setting powder. I just tap some of that into the lid and then use my damp beauty blender, and I dip that in there, and then I just apply it underneath my eyes. To set those areas that I contoured with, that cream concealer or that cream foundation, the Cover FX stick, I'm going to use my Too Faced Milk Chocolate Solei bronzer and just a fluffy brush, and I'm just going to lightly buff that into those areas. And then to contour, I'm going to use the Too Faced Chocolate bronzer. This one's just a little bit of a deeper shade, so I'm just going to use that to contour my cheekbones. What I like to do after I contour with that really defined brush, I like to go back in with that fluffy brush and just blend everything out with whatever's left on the brush. And then I'm going to go ahead and use a small blending brush, and I'm going to just contour my nose with, again, my Milk Chocolate Solei bronzer from Too Faced. This is my favorite bronzer to really use to kind of contour, especially for my nose, but to bronze up the face also. After all that contouring and everything is set, I'm going to go ahead and bake now underneath that contour just to clean up and create that really clean line. While I let that powder bake, I like to go in and do my brows. So here I am brushing out my brows, and then I'm going to use my Benefit Browsing. I believe this is in the dark brown color. And I'm just going to go ahead and fill in my brows. I'm going to kind of skip over through this, and then we will go into, I believe we'll go ahead and brush out that all the excess powder now with, this is my favorite brush to use. This one is from Luxie Beauty, I believe, but I just like it because it's small and it gets underneath the eyes perfectly, and it just blends out everything nicely. So I'm just buffing all that excess powder away. Next, I'm taking the Too Faced Beach Bunny bronzer, and then I'm going to again use that same fluffy brush that I've been using for my bronzer. I like this one just because it just gives you a light wash of color. So I'm just putting that on the temples of my forehead, around my forehead, and on my cheekbones. For blush, I'm going to use the Too Faced, one of the Sweethearts blushes. This is in the color Peach Beach, and I'm going to apply this with my Sigma small angled contour brush. For highlight, I'm using my Anastasia Beverly Hills highlight in the color So Hollywood, and I'm going to apply that with my little Sigma small tapered highlighting brush. I'm going to use this on my cheekbones obviously, and then on the bridge of my nose and on my Cupid's bow. To get started on the eyes, I'm using my Urban Decay eyeshadow primer in the color Eden. This is my favorite eyeshadow primer. Just going to blend that in all over the eyelid with my finger. And then for eyes today, I'm going to be using the Modern Renaissance palette from Anastasia Beverly Hills. I love this palette. I use it a lot. It has such pretty colors. To start off, I'm going to be using the color Golden Ochre. I'm going to use that with a blending brush in my crease. I'm just going to blend that out really nicely. This is going to be like my transition color, and just to kind of be the guideline for where I want my crease to be. Next, I'm taking a MAC 217 brush and that color Burnt Orange from the palette, and I'm going to just blend this into my crease. Just going to blend that all over using windshield wiper motions, and just get that all in there and blend it out. Taking that MAC 224 blending brush again, I'm just making sure that I buff everything out and everything is really well blended. Next, I'm going in with that color Real Girl from the palette. It's that really orange, deep orange color. Again, I'm using the MAC 217 brush, and I'm going to focus this mostly more on the outer corners of my eyes, so on the outer and inner corner, kind of creating a halo effect with this shadow. Taking a small flat shading brush, I'm going to take that color Primavera from the palette. It's the gold shimmery shade, and I'm applying that just mostly on the center of the lid. I'm trying to keep that halo effect, so I'm not really applying it all over the lid, but mostly focusing on the center. Now I'm going to take a Sigma smudge brush, the E21, and I'm taking that color Real Girl from the palette, and I'm just going to line my lower lash line and kind of buff and blend this out with that, just to kind of deepen up that lash line so there's some color there, and just smoke it out a little bit as much as I can with this brush. For my eyeliner, I'm going to use the Stila Liquid eyeliner pen, and I'm just going to line and wing out my eyeliner a little bit. So my camera did cut off the last part of this video finishing up this makeup look, but I applied the Tarte Light Camera Lashes mascara, and then for my false lashes I used the Amor Us in WSP. I also lined my lips with a Candy K liner and the Anastasia Beverly Hills in Pure Hollywood, and then I set my face with the All Nighter Urban Decay setting spray. For my hair now, I'm going to take that hairband out, and I'm going to spritz my hair with this Batiste dry shampoo. This is the cherry one. This one does leave a little bit of a white, like you can see that it sprays out white, but it does go away as long as you you have to really rub it in there, but it does work really well. I really like this one. I'm just going to brush that out too to help get rid of any of that white residue, and just to keep everything nice and clean and get any tangles out. And then I do like to section out my bangs. I like to blow out my bangs just because I feel like it helps give them more volume, and I prefer to do this instead of straightening or curling them. So I brush them towards in, and then I brush them out, and then I just flip all my hair around and part it where I want it to. I'm going to be curling my hair today with the Revlon 1.5 inch curling iron. I always use this curling iron, it's my favorite one. I prefer to use a bigger one just because I feel like it gives more volume, and I prefer more of a big wave as opposed to a tight curl. So I'm just going to curl my hair through here. I do section it into 3 or 4 sections, just depends, usually it's 3. But here I am curling the bottom half, and I will just let this play. Just going to kind of fast forward through this for you guys. I'm all done curling my hair, I like to spritz it all over it with some hairspray. I'm using the Carol's Daughter hairspray here today, and I just spritz that all over, and then I run my fingers through my hair just to brush out those curls, blend everything together, and make sure there's no tight curls anywhere and more big waves. After I've already fluffed out my hair and kind of adjusted everything to how I like it, I like to go in with the teasing comb and tease around the crown of my head and on the sides of my hair. And then I also tease my bangs usually too. I just like to fluff up everything so it's not flat. And then I'll go in and I'll spray some more hairspray just to kind of set everything in. But yeah, as you can see, I'm just kind of teasing and brushing and smoothing everything out. And then I'm grabbing my hairspray and just making sure it's all set.